If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
Black Adam, yeah. Adam like a cheat, things is looking like it's out of mind. Like when I had my first baby, yeah, her name is Melody. Leave it on the ground, leave it in the leaf. I've been working hard, ain't been getting sleep, Coley. I could barely sleep, darky on the night, Coley Cole's a scary beast, so I barely speak. Life shit is so temporary, but it's necessary. All my shit is so extemporary, niggas won't beef, damn that shit is so unnecessary. This Sigma shit is so hereditary, I just lay my granny in the cemetery. I'm black, bitch, I live every day like it's February. God gave me life clarity, money over everything, even more than the air we breathe. Damn, it's all fake, even charity. No abiding by the rules, politicking had me fucked up, cause it's all fake, even charity. I need clarity, funk Uncle Sam, fuck the man who ruling on me. Told the government I'm out of school at 20, now we celebrating black everything like they putting glue up on me. Yeah, I got a different attitude, I like altitude, damn who got the view up on me. Traffic talking on my celly, traffic talking on my telly, cause I ain't phony and I live in solitude, but I ain't never lonely. Yeah, adapt to the shit, whooping all these niggas like I'm Batman and shit. Dash to the cash in the back with a brick, passing the gas in the back of the whip. Excuse me, hold on, don't lose me, fucking all these hoes like groupies. My life been a bitch, gon' do me. Add a little drink to the mix while I'm smoking on loose leaf. Chasing all these goals, man, my life been a movie. Blew 40 bands in the last few months, so well consume me. Yeah, I'm a vet, like shout out to a dog named Lucy. I've been singing all this shit since 18. A nigga had big dreams, go AT. Shout out to my auntie. Lately, I've been feeling like I need to get saved by the 18. Adam said the day go done, go evil, yeah. Shout out to my T.O., shout out to a nigga named Rico, yeah. 10 cases to the trio. Adam don't need no amigos, ayy, ayy. Yeah, running through the money and it's all for the prize of the greed. I'ma make a pact, man, I'll stick it to my creed. I'ma buy a coat and they all move for their feet. I can see these hoes, man, I'm blind like a geek. Looking in the mirror, it's like I already see. I'm reliving life, I don't really wanna die, cause I know the ground coming for the beat. I can go out bad, man, I'm challenging the past, it was calling me a freak. Now I got my foot up on the gas and it's green. Chasing all my goals to the team DG. This is not for show, this is bait to the toe, man, they better go vote when I run for the throne. I'm a penny black, I'm in love with my own. Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the core, you are the resistance. This is the Blac Pill Podcast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in the building, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We got a good show for you guys today. We're going to discuss quick topic, you know, nothing too serious. It's crazy, too. Well, first off, let me pull myself up. We in the building, man. Make some noise. Yes, sir. This for Texas. This for Texas, this not the devil, okay? Let's just put that out there, okay? Let's just put that out there. But we in the building, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know how we do. Growing a beard in the building. I feel like spiritual soul. Black Adam in the building. Hate to refer to myself in the third person, but it is what it is. Black Adam in the building. Beard growing in the building. A ninja in the building. Shout out to my ninjas. Shout out to my white people too. Shout out to my white people. I'm gonna get a sound for you guys. I don't know yet what the sound is. Shout out to the pigs. Shout out to the pigs. Nah, I'm just playing. Shout out to the police. Shout out to Law and Order. Shout out to America, the best country in the world. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy BA. I'm in the Bazillion, like I said. Y'all answer that poll in the chat. What up, Rumble? We see you. Shout out to our Rumble supporters. Shout out to our YouTube supporters. We had to X Twitch out the equation because it wasn't adding up. And you know what we say on the Blac Pill, man, if it doesn't add up, you got to start subtracting. So today's show, like I said. Oh shit, my bad. Well, I mean, we can motivate you guys. Let's motivate you guys. Here we go.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting inside.
Yes, sir.
So never let nobody do that.
Yes, sir.
Always believe in who you are.
Yeah.
In the darkest moments, man.
Yeah.
In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
Yes, sir, man. Some motivation. That's normally one of the motivational videos we click during the show. I meant to click win, which is the guiding force of this show. If you guys ever hear me say win is the thumbnail. So like I said, our main event topic is the NFL fining the Falcons $250,000 and Jeff Ulbrich, who is the father of the ninja. I call him a ninja because ninja behavior is ninja behavior, right? So who is the father of the ninja who prank called Shedeur Sanders. Shout out to all these people. Yes, sir. So, I mean, we got a good show for you guys today. First off, we're going to do how we normally do. Let's pop up on the net and see what's going on Instagrams. And y'all hit that like button. So first things first, we got King responding to Finesse 2 times, who has said that he has to turn himself in because he violated his parole when that whole situation was going on. If you guys remember that. I don't know too much. Shout out to Finesse 2 times. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. F them. That's how I feel. That's really how I feel. Also, we got donations in the description box and down below right here. You guys see that. Support us at the Ko-Fi. I got something I want to show you guys. I created the initiation. We officially created the initiation. If you want to be initiated to into the core. Yes, sir. I created a page for the initiation. Yes, you must initiate yourself into the core. It's a step-by-step process. First, you must mark yourself. Yes, you heard me. Mark yourself. But I don't mean in the literal sense. I mean on the internet. Okay, people, you must mark yourself. And you must do a couple other things. We'll discuss that in a little bit. But here is King responding to Finesse 2 times. Here goes these ninjas.
Just tell me. If you tell me I will cut all my hair off, just tell me. I've been gone away from around you 6-7 months. Bro, you violated your own probation, bro. I ain't making no more videos about you. That shit is dead. We're going to leave this alone. And don't get in my comments talking about some, why is a child speaking on a grown man? Why is a grown man speaking on a child? We're just going to leave this right here, and we're just going to clear that right there. You get what?
But what the hell, boy?
You what? You need to leave.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know what's going on in that situation. I don't understand what's going on. I'm gonna say I understand both parties, though. It's interesting that this kid is able to articulate himself like that, so at least he has some form of understanding. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and promote kids. I say kids stay in the kids' place. Okay, that's it. Shout out to the parents. Shout out to Jack. We got Jack in the building. Jack, what up? Yes, sir. We in here. Y'all know what it is. We in the building. But yeah, let's see more.
You know what I'm saying? Just keep a nigga name out your mouth. Go your separate ways, man. I wish you the best. Hold your head high, nigga. Hold your chin up. Peace out.
You need to leave.
That was a bit scary. That's a bit scary. Shout out to the kids of America, man. Some of you guys are very scary. Shout out to the YNs, as you guys like to say. I don't know why we're saying YNs as a term of endearment now. That's how I know the black community is cooked.
But what the hell?
We are cooked. We are cooked. Yeah, we're cooked. Scrambled eggs and bacon. Y'all know what it is. But Finesse 2 times, like I said, revealed that he's turning himself in after receiving a call from his probation officer. Let me see if I can swipe one more. And it says, damn, that's crazy. My PO just called and they said I violated my probation for the ish that happened with King. I'm finna go turn myself in. Hey, bro. Good luck, homie.
You need to leave.
Gentlemen, one thing we always say on here, shout out to the ladies too. One time for the women, man. Hold on.
Hello.
One time for the women. Man, women, whoever you are, shout out to the LGBTQIA plus alphabet boys and girls, whoever you are, right? Whoever you are. My advice for you is to stay away from the law, bro. Ain't no need to be around that, bro. You can't beat the system. Shout out to Big U. I always hate to use his words, but I mean, he said it. I don't know if somebody else said it before, but he said it. And it's in the famous words of Big U, who is now indicted for a RICO, ninja, for a RICO. Nobody's bigger than the program, guys. Always remember that. I had to learn that myself. I'm starting to learn it more and more as the time goes on. Ninja in a tough spot right now. But let's see what else is popping off. Let me see. Before we go to Jeff Ulbrich, couple things first. Shout out to President DJT.
First, criminals in this.
We got our president, the leader of the free world, arguing with a reporter over an MS-13 tattoo Photoshop claims. Here we go.
Country. We have to get him out, and we're doing it. And you'll pick out one man, but even the man that you picked out, he said he wasn't a member of a gang. And then they looked, and on his knuckles, he had MS-13.
There's a dispute.
Well, wait a minute. He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattooed.
He had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute.
Now look, I'm here to tell you niggas something, okay? When people say tattoos first off, I got tats, right? I got tats. When you see some people out here in these streets with these tats, bro, I'm here to tell you, not all of them, right? Not all of them.
But what the
okay,
hell,
we're going to put it out there. We're going to put it on the flow. But a good amount of them, if you see some odd tattoos that are very interesting, yes, they have a meaning, and more than likely, the meaning that's interpreted is the meaning you may think. I remember this one girl that I work with, right? This one girl that I work with, she was in and out the pen, and I seen a bunch of little tattoos on her of random shit, right? Random shit. Like, I'm talking about like the $, Louis Vuitton, and I wasn't aware of this, but looking back in hindsight, the ninjas told me that girl was dangerous, them ninjas at work. What's even crazier is they told me I looked like her baby daddy, so she used to be mean to me while I was at work. I used to want to turn up on her. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with this girl? Well, she was a grown woman. I'm like, what's wrong with this lady? Like, why is she acting like that? Like, she had kids and all. So come to find out, when I'm about to leave this job, ninja's telling me, you know, you look just like her baby daddy, and that's why she acts like that towards you, because she's attracted to you, but she don't like you because you look like your baby daddy. I'm sitting here like,
But what the hell,
I'm like, excuse me, I ain't know what to do. But yeah, she had a bunch of jail tattoos that she told me she got when she was in jail, and I ain't realized them was gang tattoos, bro. Okay, do you hear me? They was gang tattoos. So if it was interpreted one way, if it was interpreted a certain way, it was meant to be that interpretation that you saw. Here we go.
Terry.
He did not
Don't
have the
do that.
letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
That was Photoshop. So let me
That was Photoshop. Terry, you can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You know, you're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay.
Shout out to President Trump. You got to throw that out there. President Trump loves to take shots at people. Shout out to President Trump. Here we go.
Terry, but you're not being very nice. He had MS-13 tattooed.
We'll agree to disagree. I want to move on to something else.
Terry, do you want me to show you the picture?
I saw the picture.
And you think it was Photoshop? Well,
here we go.
Don't Photoshop it. Go look at his hand. He had MS-13.
He did have tattoos that can be interpreted. Tattoos that can be interpreted that way. I'm not an expert on them. I want to turn to Ukraine, sir.
Terry,
I want to get to Ukraine.
No. He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted. This is why people no longer believe the news, because it's fake news.
Yep. Well, hey, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. This is why, shout out to the content creators giving up the news now. That's why we can't believe the news. Because for some reason, the people who control the media, shout out to the media, the fourth unrestricted branch of government. Yes, sir. But when it comes to the media takes words and they weaponize words, and that's the whole problem. So it's hard to trust the media because they'll take something and then spin it around. And I understand it's for the story or to make something look a certain way, but there are times in which it goes too far, and that's where it's one of them times. I'm not saying this ninja, I don't know his story or whatever. They say he's innocent. Some people say he's guilty. I don't know. It doesn't affect me, so I don't entirely know. All I know is I ain't got my tattoos visible. None of my tattoos is gang signs. Hopefully they don't take me to El Salvador. That's how I'm feeling. I don't want to go. I'm not trying to go. I don't want to go. I'm not interested. That's it. Let's continue. Let me see what else we got popping off here. We have this right here, and I want to show you guys this because we have found supposedly high indications of alien life. I told y'all. I've been telling everybody, okay? I've been telling everybody. So look. So astronomers say they have found the strongest indication of life beyond our solar system on a planet 124 light years away from Earth called K2-18b. Here we go.
Astronomers say they have found the strongest indication of life beyond our solar system on a planet 124 light years from Earth called K2-18b. called Kill 2,018,000 bitches. Cause that's what the fuck we gonna be when they find us. Why y'all keep fucking with you? Stop touching shit. What Carlos listen? Quit touching shit. Fuck is you looking for more life for? It's enough life on Earth. Why are you looking for more of it? This how niggas find Thanos. This how Thanos find us. And this how he find them Infinity Stones. Niggas ain't even say the weakest indication of life. Them motherfuckers found the strongest. And then guess who they left to protect us? Katy Perry and Gayle King. Y'all need to sit the fuck down, Mo. For real, bro. What is y'all doing? It's enough in our solar system. Stop. Y'all finna wake some shit up that don't sleep.
Yep.
Y'all done went on another nigga planet without his permission. Shit. Y'all seen what they...
Shout out to this content creator, man. And we're going to pull up more. Hold on 1 second. I got to scroll back up. Let me see. I went too far. I want to show you the actual video or whatever the case may have you. Is this it? No. I can't find the actual video, but yes, they have. They came out with that information. Oh, here it is.
K2-18b is 2.5 times the size of Earth.
And I'm gonna get this copyright for this music, so I would appreciate it if you guys hit that button that rhymes with Mike. Thank you.
700 trillion miles away. The James Webb Space Telescope is so powerful it can analyze the chemical composition of the atmosphere from the light that passes through it from the small red star it orbits. Its chemical signature seems to suggest that it contains molecules which on Earth can only be produced by living organisms, and it's such a strong signal that if it is home to life, it's plentiful. K2-18b is thought to be a water world covered entirely by a vast ocean.
Well, we might have alien life, people. We're cooked. We are cooked. But no, in all seriousness, I wanted to say, because supposedly I heard that when they go light years away, like when they send a signal out light years away, I heard this sometime or I read this somewhere, that supposedly you're looking into the future and you're going into the past. Like if you go further enough, you'll start to travel backwards in time and forward in time. So I'm a bit skeptical because I'm like, bro, are we not just looking at the Earth in the future? You know, if that sounds stupid, hey, bro, if that sounds stupid, bro, I don't know. That's not my business. In other news, quick, weather updates. We have 2 things. First thing, shout out to Japan. Hey, America, we need to do better, bro. Shout out to Japan. So, Japan has successfully generated electricity in space and sent it to Earth. So Japan has reached a significant technological breakthrough by generating electricity in space and transmitting it wirelessly to Earth. An experimental satellite collects sunlight with solar panels, converts it into electricity, stores it in an onboard battery, and from there then beams it power to Earth via microwaves. I'm very confused because we were told that there are satellites in space, and that's another thing with Gayle King too that was weird with that whole spacewalk is why didn't we see any satellites if there are over hundreds of thousands of satellites in space? And I can prove that because that's what they say that there's so many satellites in space. We didn't see one satellite when they was up there, bro. What are the odds, bro? That's a bit odd. But like I said, another thing too, I thought we created electricity in space if we had these satellites in space. Now, like I said, if that sounds stupid, hey, you would think that those satellites have electricity or they're making electricity, because how don't they run out of power? I would assume they had solar panels on the satellites to keep giving them power. Now, I don't know about sending it back down, but yeah, it's a bit crazy. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you, and like I said, this is just us gearing up to the main event, so please just follow the show. Thank you very much. We have an experiment where the UK government is now set to approve a major research effort exploring whether dimming the sun could help fight climate change, with over $66 million earmarked for experiments and analysis. Ninja. But they'll have you thinking global warming is not real. So I guess global warming is officially real now. You heard it here first on the Blac Pill. Yes, sir. Got these little flies flying. I'm gonna have to throw away all this fruit, man. I got these little flies flying around, fruit flies. I can't stand them hoes. But yeah, bro. So global warming's real. They're gonna try and dim the sunlight. And I believe it may have something to do with chemtrails, if you know what those are. But I'm gonna let my man Alex, what is his name? Shout out to Alex Jones. I'm gonna let him speak on it. I'm gonna let him speak on this since we can't get him on the show because we can't afford him, okay? I already know we can't afford him. Here he is. Here's the excerpt. Here we go.
And then there's this, and there's and. Oh, the British government came out last night and said, we've been testing spraying chemicals from airplanes and mixed with jet fuel to block the sun out to protect you from global warming. And they list the exact barium salts, aluminum dioxide, and other particles.
Oh, I thought it froze.
That I've been talking about since 1995.
Yeah.
I had guests on, meteorologists, in 95 before they even called them chemtrails.
Yep.
Saying there is a geoengineering project going on and pointing out the UN treaties and all of it from 1978.
Yep.
So now they're, quote, approving the experiments. It's not an experiment. When it was experiments, it was totally secret. Now that it's going fully operational,
they're letting us know.
Oh, now we're doing it.
Yep. Hey, man, smoke mirrors truth. Take the black pill and see for yourself. I'm telling you guys, it's some shit. Now, you won't really see this in the news like that because people are going to sit there and be like, is that good for the earth? Imagine trying to dim the sunlight. Now, that's some scientific ish if I ain't never heard it before. Here we go.
Oh, and Bill Gates is involved. Oh, been involved the whole time.
Is that it, sir?
This is so huge.
Oh, yeah, it's a big deal.
And then there's this.
Shout out to Alex Jones. I got one more thing to show you before we switch over to sports. Actually, two things to show you. First off, shout out to Candace Owens. This is the future, people. I'm showing you guys we live in the future now. Here we go.
Right, so you could be anywhere in real time, and this could be if you've got a speaking date or whatever. You could be in your house.
I'm never leaving my house.
That's why I said.
No, I'm never leaving my house. Why do they need me to go to speeches?
You don't.
Why am I here? Why didn't I send hologram candidates here?
We have one in our podcast.
But what the hell, boy?
You guys are seeing it in real time. Look at this shit.
Yeah, sure.
We officially have holographic projectors now. Like true holographic projectors, okay? This is real shit. This is real shit. This is real people. Here we go.
So what I
Biggie Smalls is here, so he actually didn't go to heaven. He's also here. He's just been trapping all of us. All of our souls are here, so please send help and reinforcements.
Yep.
He trapped me in here. I've been trying to get out. I have no way out. Also,
You guys see this?
it's really weird.
This will be new content in the future. Very expensive, high gear content. You seen it here first on the Blac Pill, okay? Remember, I showed it to you first. Always remember that and tell your friends to come watch the show, guys. I really appreciate it. I want as many people to watch this show as possible. Blow me up like Candace Owens. Big pause. That sounded nasty. That sounded a little bit weird. But besides the point, anyways, continuing on. Like I said, we're living in the future. Here's the new Batmobile, but it's not actually the Batmobile, but this is a car that I think they're going to start selling with a helicopter and a ninja.
You what?
Look at this. Look at this. All right, I can't take all the copyrights, bro, so I'm going to be the music today. Man, look at this shit right here. Come on now. A futuristic, so this GAC AI on Gove, reading with Black Adam.
But what the hell, boy?
A futuristic flying car concept unveiled at 2025 Shanghai International Auto Show. Yeah, America, we need to step it up, bro, like yesterday. That's why when y'all say Trump not doing the right thing, I may not agree with Trump's ideals, but when it comes to bringing infrastructure back, this is exactly why. Whoever created this, we need them working for us, because this is some insane-ish, okay? Okay? It is an electrical vertical takeoff and landing, I was trying to pronounce it, and landing EVTOL or EVTOL. No, EVTOL vehicle. That's what we're going to call it. So the GAC group developed this, showcasing the company's exploration of future mobility solutions. The GOVE is designed to function as both a car and an aircraft, aiming to navigate urban environments in 2028. Yeah, Ninja, we are cooked. I mean, it's going to be great, though. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be a cool time, but you got to get that money up. And we got to get the money up on the core, man. Like I said, y'all hit the like button, man. Y'all hit the like button. Because, look, most of y'all would not see this if I ain't really show it to you. You wouldn't even know it existed, right? Right? Let me see. Is there anything else I wanted to show you guys? What is this? Oh, no. All right, let's switch over to sports. Shout out to everybody watching. Let's switch to sports. So first things first, we got Giannis. Let me see if I can show it. Giannis. Shout out to Giannis Antetokounmpo. We got Giannis and I forget this ninja name, but whatever his name was, they was fighting each other, almost fighting each other on a court after the Bucks lost. The Pacers beat him. I'm gonna see his name right now. Halliburton, some ish like that. I don't know. Here we go.
Big plays and big moments is what it's about. And that's what Tyrese Halliburton is doing. But listen.
Okay, that's his name, Tyrese Halliburton. Shout out to Giannis. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah. Here we go.
Entire team played and made some plays.
So right here,
was outstanding, I thought.
they start, tweaking. Oh no.
But what the hell, boy?
Yeah, they tweaking. They tweaking. Yep. Yeah, they tweaking. They tweaking. Yep. They tweaking.
Yeah, they're trying to get him out of there. They're trying to get Madeline out of there.
I wonder what was said, though. I really wonder what was said. But, hey, it is what it is, man. Ninjas be in their feelings about what they do. Nothing wrong with being emotional about what you love. Facts. Facts. All right, let's continue. Hold up, we got more. And this is his dad. I guess they approached each other and something was said, and that almost ensued into another altercation. Here we go. Ninjas trying to kiss each other, bro. What's wrong with these ninjas? Yeah, man, ninjas trying to kiss each other. I don't know what's going on. Ninjas tripping, bro. These ninjas tripping. Let's see. We're gonna see. We're gonna go on TikTok real quick and see what happened there because Giannis has some things to say, of course, in the press interview after the game. Let me see TikTok. Here we go. Boom. Hopefully the show don't mess up like this morning, man. Kind of pissed me off, made me angry. You can't say piss on YouTube. My bad, YouTube. It kind of made me angry because I'm like, bro, why is the show still messing up when everything, after everything we've been through? By the way, I wanted to tell you guys, I believe May 8th makes 1 year of me doing content creation. So that's a big deal. That's a big deal. I've learned, 1 year, guys. I've learned a lot. I've lost a lot. Yeah, man, it's a grind, guys. It's a grind. So I'm excited about that. You might not see it in my face because, I got bills, okay? Bills due. Ninja stressing, so bills due. So like I said, if you can, man, donate $1, but them bills is due like tomorrow, guys, on the 1st, okay? Let me see. Giannis, Halliburton dad. Let's see what's going on. Here we go. So this is what he had to say. Well, first off, we'll show you guys in real time them going at it. Not necessarily real time, but up close and personal. Here we go. Okay. So them ninjas trying to bump heads. See who got the stronger head. And shout out to all the ball players, man. What up, ball players? Out in the building, man. If you a ball player, man, you watching the show, you ever watch the show, put a 1 in the chat, man. Shout out all the ball players, football players, basketball, all the sports players, which I got to realize, bro. And I mean, I'm a retired sports player, right? So I used to play sports. I mean, I still do it maybe, but for exercise now. So I'm going to say this. I'm a big body. I'm not the biggest body, but I'm a big body, okay? I'm a decent sized body. And I'm here to tell you guys, what you guys have to understand is your height means nothing to a ninja, to a real ninja. To a real ninja, your height means nothing. It doesn't matter who you are. You guys sometimes think you could step to somebody and you might intimidate them. Some people you might intimidate, but majority of people, or at least people who don't play that, you don't intimidate anybody. When you step up to me, I'm not scared. If anything, I feel offended that you would even have the balls to step up to me. That's how I be feeling in my head. So if that's how I feel in my head, like I said, I can only imagine how ninjas with a lower level intellect feel. Not saying these guys have a lower level intellect. I'm just saying people in general, bro. Like the general person is going to feel disrespected. If you step to me, regardless of if you're right or wrong, if you step to me and you're in my face with your head in my face, I want to swing on you. But shout out to Giannis, though. I have no problem with Giannis. I'm just saying, because I'm not on anybody's side. Giannis might be right. What's the ninja name? Whatever the dude's dad might be right. But, I was taught to respect my elders. At the same time, like I said, God forgive you if you disrespect me, bro. If you disrespect me, bro, God forbid you look out. That's it. Here we go. This is what he had to say about the confrontation. Here we go.
I believe like being humble in victory. That's how I am. Now there's can be a lot of people out there that are like, no, when you win the game, you gotta talk shit, and you know it's a green light for you to be disrespectful towards somebody else. I disagree. I've won the championship. They haven't. Okay, and that doesn't mean.
Now look, see, this is what I'm saying right here, where I can respect where you're coming from. But at the same time, you got to be careful, because you can't pull up on people like that, because everybody not playing. It don't matter if you don't like it, if you salty, you can't pull up on people. If you pull up on somebody, things might go down. And nothing really went down, right? I'm just saying so y'all can understand. Nothing really went down, but things can potentially go down. Here we go.
Anything. I'm not trying to minimize their effort. Losing a game, emotions run high, having a fan, which at the moment I thought he was a fan, but then I realized he was Tyrese's son, which I love. Tyrese, I think, is a great competitor. He was his dad.
And there we go. There we have it right there, folks. I think he made the mistake thinking he was a fan, and that's why he approached him like that. Then he realized that was his dad, and that's what I'm saying, because when you get to a certain level of competitiveness, no matter what, and even in your industry, you know you got to have respect for people's family, no matter what industry you're in. Shout out to all the workers and everybody in between. Y'all know what we do, man. We try to make money, you know. Not all of us, but the majority of us don't really care for beef. We're trying to do our job and go home. Okay. Even when y'all see me on here, I pop shit on here. I talk shit about a lot of people. I mean, I'm home now, right? I was just thinking to myself,
what the hell, boy?
But I'm saying I want to go home at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck how nobody feels. I really don't care that much. I'm talking shit. If you don't like it, I get that you don't like it. But when people get to threatening and stuff, hey, I'm just doing my job. Chill. I'm just doing my job. I really don't care that much. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to put food on my table, just like y'all put food on y'all table. So I got to get the views up. I might say stuff that's a little bit outlandish. I mean no harm most of the time, right? Most of the time. You know, I mean no harm. But I mean, I got to do what I got to do, because guess what? Y'all ninjas ain't donating. So if y'all ninjas ain't donating, YouTube has to pay. Somebody has to pay. I don't do this for free, just like these people. So they don't do this for free, just like even whatever his name is, Halliburton, just like Halliburton's dad. They invested money into this ish, so they got to get a return. And yeah, if they win that championship or if they win that playoff series, they're gonna be excited. So, you know, more of the situation and more of the story, he wasn't actually aware, I think, that was his father, because I think once he realized, I think he kind of, you know, he said, like, you know, he pointed at him and he said, my bad, or something like that. But here we go.
Sorry, coming in the floor and showing me his son a towel with his face. This is what we do. This is what we effing do. This is what the F we do. This, I feel like that's very, very disrespectful.
It is disrespectful, but welcome to America, my ninja. The reality of the situation is people talk shit. My dad used to tell me, shout out to Papa Black. My dad used to tell me, my dad would say, let your game speak. You got to let your game speak. Let your excellence speak. So, you know, I'm more of a humble type of ninja. Back when I was playing ball, when I was nice, damn, I used to pop shit. Boy, I done had, look, y'all, in a different life, right? Multiple times. Me and my ninjas, me and my homies, we done had guns pulled on us for talking. Like, we'll be in somebody's ear like, yeah, ninja, you can't guard me, ninja. You can't guard me. Saying stuff to ourselves, right? Talking about like, yeah, like, man, this ninja so trash. Why this ninja on me? But like not talking to them, but like imagine where, you know, I'm playing defense and I got my hands on my knees. I'm trying to breathe like, and I'm saying to myself, man, why they got this trash ninja on me? This trash ninja, man. I can't stand this stupidish, but loud enough for them to hear it. So when I say we was the king of doing that back home, bro, bruh, we used to go ham, bro. So, I mean, I get it, Giannis, but welcome to America.
But it's not respectful. I talked with him at the end, and we, I think we're in a good place.
I mean, yeah, you're not in a bad place. Like I said, man, I respect every man that's willing to step up and defend themselves no matter what. I done got into it with ninjas where we squashed the beef. The beef was behind a woman. Can you imagine? Shout out to the ladies. Y'all know how it goes. Ninjas want to let their nuts hang. But I done squashed multiple beefs with people because I was willing to step up And I'm talking about big dudes. Like, y'all think I'm big dudes that made me look small. And I was like, bro, one thing about it, you're not going to disrespect me. And it was like, man, I ain't going to lie. You know, maybe they would have beat me, right? But it was like, oh, you know, you got heart. You got heart. So I really respect that about you. And we squashed it. I said, yeah, you know, I'm just me. I don't know. I'm just me. I'm like a pit bull, okay? I'm just me. So not to toot my own horn, but yeah, I mean, I'm willing to defend myself, like I said, because if you don't, nobody will. So I done squashed a lot of beefs like that. And there's been times I've been wrong. It's been times they were wrong. And I mean, it's just the way it is in life. Nobody's perfect. That's one thing we have to recognize as men. We're going to feel how we feel as a man. And I tell you guys this all the time. Shout out to the younger generation. It's okay to disagree with people. You guys don't have to agree with each other. Let's just get some money and get home and put food on the table, man. And for the young generation, like the kids and stuff that see my show, y'all can disagree with people. But at the same time, like I always tell you, play square. Play square. Play square is the best way. Like I said, if somebody bully you though, you know, tell the necessary people. And if them ninjas don't stop, hey man, put them on their ass, bro. You heard it here first, bro. Put them on their ass, bro. Make them learn to stop messing with you, bro. Because if you don't, they're going to keep messing with you and it's going to get worse and worse. It's a lot of dudes I should have put on their booty. And we have Shaq and Chuck going at it about this situation. Here we go. Or before we do that, I want to pull up Halliburton's response. Mad Hawk, my bad, y'all. That's one of them, you know, that's one of my sounds. That's one of my sounds. That was awkward. Some response. Let's see. Y'all answer that poll in the chat. Here we go.
I think he just got caught up in the moment. My dad is obviously a big personality. After the game, he came on the floor to celebrate, and his actions were out of line. I apologized to Giannis. He apologized to Giannis. That's unfortunate what happened, and there's no excuses and no place for that. I think that he understands that. I think he just got caught up in the moment. I understand that a lot of the dialogue has been about that coming into today, but it was a big win for us as a group, and that's really where my focus is on. But again, we know that that's unacceptable and something that we can count on not happening again.
Definitely.
Now look. Now that's good sportsmanship. Shout out to these ninjas right here. That's great sportsmanship. You see that? That's what I'm telling you guys. It's times you'll be wrong. Celebrate the moment. You wrong, okay, you wrong. And then, you know, even when you apologize, look, my uncle told me this. Shout out to my uncle. I got to create a name for my uncle. I don't know the name for my uncle, but shout out to my uncle. I got Papa Black, my stepmom, and then my uncle. I don't know what to call my uncle yet. Shout out to my granny. May she sleep in peace. But we're going to get a name for my uncle. But yeah, my uncle, I remember, I forgot what I apologized to him for. I apologized to him about something. You know, it's a tough life or whatever. But, you know, he told me, he was like, yeah, Adam, you know, it takes a man to be able to say they were wrong about a situation and all that. My uncle be trying to be philosophical, bro. I'll be like, yo, bro. I'm like, yo, bro. Yo, I'm like, bro, just talk to me, bro. You don't have to do all that extra stuff, bro. I'll be like, yo, what are you saying, man? But he was like, yeah, man, you know, it takes a man. Cause my uncle's older now. You know, he's approaching his 60s and shit. So he really be thinking now. So he be saying stuff, not like he didn't think before, but he be thinking about what he say. And, you know, he's trying to like, I could tell he's in that phase where he's trying to give back to the young generation. Like, you know, say some game that'll just have me like, man. So yeah, he told me, he was like, yeah, it takes a man to apologize and recognize when they're wrong. And he was like, you know, thank you for apologizing to me. I feel like it's mending our relationship and stuff like that. Shout out to my uncle, man. I had to give him a call. I've been so busy trying to get this money. So yeah, here we go. Let's finish this and let's see what Shaq and Chuck had to say about the whole situation. And tell us what you guys think in the comments as well. Here we go.
Need to enjoy the moment. Those moments don't happen all the time. And it wasn't you. Remember, it was your dad. He's his own man. He's an excitable man. The first time he came up to me, I mean, we're talking huge dap, yell, scream. We know who Halliburton's dad is in Indianapolis. That's why he was able to just walk onto the court afterwards. Like people.
And there you go. That's what I'm saying. So you don't know who people know. And that's why I tell y'all too, don't just be disrespecting people. Be mindful. And that's why I tell y'all, shout out to all the celebrities that find their way to my page in the future. One time for the one time. We're going to stop the show for you. We're going to stop the show for you. When y'all hear me say the shit I say about you guys, don't take offense. You know, I'm playing the social media game, okay? Please don't take offense. Past that, right? You guys are regular people to me. Let me just put that out there, okay? I have to put it out there. You guys are regular people to me. You know why? Because I'm trying to participate in the same game, so people are going to know me in the future. So because of that, I look at you guys as regular people. I've met a lot of famous people, though, and it's cool that I met those people. Shout out to Shaq. Who else? Shout out to Wyclef. Shout out to who else? Shout out, what's the ninja? Shout out to Magic Johnson. Yeah, I met Magic Johnson. Shook his hand and all, ninja. Yeah, shout out to all the famous people I met. Shout out to Larsa Pimpin. I met her too. Yeah, so I met a lot of famous people. So with that being said, that's why I look at you guys as regular people. You guys are people. You guys have emotions too. Remember, don't take offense when I say this. I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. I'm an artist, turn streamer, turn rapper, turn whatever you want to call it. Here we go.
Or like, why was he all the way on the court? It's like, exactly. Why was he all the way? Because of who he is. What ends up happening, though, can't happen. I appreciate you saying it. I appreciate him saying it. I hope you did enjoy that moment, man. I hope it wasn't all caught up in all the other stuff.
Exactly, man. Shout out to them for winning that series, man. Y'all know I'm rocking with Miami. Shout out to 305. Shout out to Miami Heat, and shout out to Miami-Dade County. 305 till we in the casket. You know we not doing too well, but I gotta hit the applause for them as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the Rockets too. You know I'm out in Texas with it. Austin don't got a team. Yeah, Austin don't got a team. Let's see what Shaq and Chuck had to say. One sec. And we're gonna pull up Shannon Sharp, who's been under fire these last few days. Halliburton, Shaq, and Chuck. Here we go.
No, he's not supposed to be on the court. He's not supposed to be on the court.
Giannis talked to him. Forget all that.
No, he was on the court.
So what?
You think he said something? He probably didn't know who his dad is.
Stop it. Giannis said something to him.
No, because he's on the court in his face.
So what? Everybody on the court.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
No, you cannot do that.
Giannis said something to him.
So you think his dad was
correct?
His dad was 100% wrong. Giannis is wrong?
Bro, Giannis said something to him.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
No, he not.
Look, right there.
No, his dad's coming up to him. What is his dad doing on the court? His dad is not supposed to be on the court. You can yell as much as you want to. He's an idiot. If you think that's right, you're an idiot too.
Giannis said something.
No, that's not true. No, I'm just telling you. That dad is an idiot, and if you think he's an idiot, you're an idiot too.
Now, I don't think he's an idiot. Let's relax. Let's slow it down.
But what the hell, boy?
Now, understand, like I said, what it comes down to is respect the game, and we're all professionals. So you guys are all professional players. Like, look, after this year, when May 8th comes next week or the week after next week, Thursday, I consider myself a professional because I've been doing this for a year now. I consider myself somewhat of a professional now. You know, I'm on the streams. You know, every now and then the stream might mess up. I'm assuming it's updates at this point. Y'all see what it is. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. I know that was very awkward.
But what the hell, boy?
But I mean, look. You see that? Like, there is no lag here. Hello. There might be a little lag. Hello. Okay. Hello. I feel like a bird doing that. But yeah, bro. So I consider myself a professional. So it's a respect that comes with it. Like, for example, shout out to Young Morpheus. I was on his stream. I was on his stream the other day, and we did like a little cook up or whatever. And yeah, you know, I considered him a professional because he'd been streaming for like years. He told me. I said, oh, okay, I gotta treat his stream with respect. So, you know, I'm asking questions. Hey, can I do this? Can I do that? You know, you gotta treat the stream with respect. Like, if I bring back the thing where I make you guys call in, I want to get like maybe consistently. If we get like 40 people in here consistently, I'll start having you guys call in. You guys gotta respect the show because it's people watching us, it's people listening. You dig what I'm saying? My streams don't be perfect, but I do get about 50 to 100 views, you know, every day. And I'm not saying that bragging. Like, best streams we've done, like recently we had, I think like 1,500 or 1,700 people. So, I mean, averaging 60 people. So it's not easy to keep that many people in the stream. So like I said, I consider myself a professional. And when y'all look at this, when y'all see these things happen, remember, it's a professional game. It's all fun and games, but we got to keep it respectful. You guys are professional basketball players, so you got to act as such. And the family has to be aware of that too, because you can't pull up to your family member's job and act a monkey. And I'm not saying that his dad was acting a monkey, but you can't just act any kind of way at your family member's job just because they work there. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Let me see. Is that it? That's pretty much it. In other news, should we get to the main event? I believe we're at the main event now. Let me see. Fuck it. It's the main event. Let's get it. And like I said, if y'all like what we did so far, man, hit the like button. We about to pull up the main event. Here we go. This is the main event. Let's get it. Please join us. All right, boom, we at the main event. Y'all know what it is, man. So the NFL fined the Falcons $250K and Jeff Ulbrich $100K over Shedeur Sanders' phone number leak. Damn. We back in here. Hold on, I messed up my sound. We gotta let the sound play. You know, sometimes I'll be faster than the sounds. Now, my whole thing with it, I don't have a problem with them finding him. I thought that the son would get more of a punishment, but I guess they blame the father because the father is in charge of all that issue or whatever the case may have you. We're going to pull up the footage of him apologizing right now. 1 second. Here's one for him. Here we go. And one time to the shade room.
First of all, I'd like to publicly apologize
to
Shedeur and the Sanders family for what occurred. Second of all, I want to publicly apologize to Mr. Blaine, Terry Fontenot, Raheem Morris, and the entire Falcons organization. My actions of not protecting confidential data were inexcusable. My son's actions were absolutely inexcusable.
Oh, yeah.
And for that, we are both deeply sorry.
Well, first off, respect to this Winja. He gets the W today. Respect to him for actually apologizing because it was the right thing to do. Yes, sir. Let him continue.
The NFL has taken action, and I fully respect the punishment. We take full responsibility, my son and myself, and we will not be appealing the fine in any way.
Hey, man, they got lucky. I'm here to tell you right now they got lucky. So here's why they got lucky. Because in all honesty, they should have flipped it, and he should have got that $250,000 fine. And then the Falcons should have took that $100K. So that's where he got lucky. Secondly, he could have lost his job. So kids, shout out to the kids that watch my page. Kids, you don't have to be crazy. Don't be all, what's the word? Don't have anxiety. Don't be a little extra. But I'm saying be careful with your parents' jobs. Like a lot of times we don't realize as kids, we be trying to joke around and stuff. I remember my dad told me this. It kind of hurt me back then. Now it doesn't hurt so much. But yeah, he was like, oh, one time, I was trying to show your music to my students and I pulled your music up and you was smoking a blizzy. He said, hold up, bro. First off, I don't even smoke no more. Let's just put that out there. If anything, it'll be a cigar. But, right? Hold on. Let me hit the buzzer. But, yeah, he said I was smoking a blizzy on the internet. He said I seen that and I was appalled at all my students. He pulled it up. He had it on the overhead projector, kind of like how I'm talking to you guys like this. And he was like, man, I was appalled. Do you know how I felt showing that after you did everything you've done? And I'm sitting there like,
what the hell, boy?
I'm like, excuse me, you need to relax. First off, I'm like, who told you to do that? I'm like, yo, I'm a rapper. Like, you can't pull up rap. Rap is not rap most of the time, majority of the time. Cause don't get me wrong. I make music now. You get to a point where you can kind of say what you want to say without having to cuss. The curse words at this point are just fillers. Literally, for me, the curse words are just fillers. And we dropping new music too soon, by the way. Curse words are just fillers at this point. I don't actually need curse words to convey my message because the way my parents taught me, my dad was like, oh, if you could make music without cussing and all that, that'll be amazing. They'll be able to play your song on the radio. So I taught myself how to actually get my point across without cussing. But yeah, I was like, yo, man, you can't just be showing your students that at your job. But yeah, he pulled it up. And yeah, that's what I'm saying, where you got to be mindful what you do, kids. Because if your parents ever pull you up or you do some crazy stuff and it's around, your parents can potentially lose their job over your bullshit. Okay, you heard it here first on the Blac Pill. You heard it here first. Your parents could potentially lose their job over your bullshit. And that's why you got to be mindful of what you do. And, looking back in hindsight, I was young, but it doesn't matter because imagine if the wrong person was in that room and they seeing, so this is what you allow at your house, or back when I was staying with them. So this is what you allow at your house. And then my dad sitting there like, I ain't even know he was doing that. So, don't embarrass your parents. I'm not saying live life for your parents, live life for yourself, but try not to embarrass your parents. And parents also treat your kids with the same respect, bro. I be sitting here getting on these kids all the time. Parents, do better, bro. I don't have any kids. I'm gonna put it out there right now. So I can't necessarily tell y'all what to do. And I know y'all finna hit me with y'all favorite line. Oh, you can't tell me how to raise my kids. All right. Please.
What the hell,
Jesus. Jesus. All right, we get it. Damn. Ain't nobody told you how to raise your kids, man. I'm offering constructive criticism, if you will. This is not advice. This is just constructive criticism. Do better. Yeah, do better and do better because you may not be aware, but what you do, your kids are paying attention to, and that's how your kids will model themselves until they want to become their own person. So, you go out late night If you out late night, your kids are going to want to be out late night. You go party, your kids are going to want to go party. You dress a certain kind of way, your kids are going to want to dress a certain kind of way and act a certain kind of way. So the only reason why I'm able to articulate myself like this now is because my parents spoke properly to me. And every time I spoke in the Ebonics, or I spoke ghetto as they like to say, or I spoke black as they like to say, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Don't be mad at me. But yeah, my dad would be like, yo, my dad would stop me like, hey, let me talk to you for a second. I'm like, what's up? What's up? He's like, yo, so why are you talking like that? I remember, shout out to my stepmama. Look, I'm telling y'all. I remember the first time I was a kid and I tried to cuss around my parents, right? So I tested it. You know, I was talking to my stepmom. I said something. You know, I cussed around. I was like, man, what the fuck? Or some shit like that, right? Excuse my French, guys. You know, I have to be transparent here. But yeah, I remember she looked at me and she was like, oh yeah. She was like, since when did you think it was okay to to talk like that in front of me? And I thought to myself, I said,
you what the hell, boy?
I said, I don't know. And she was like, yeah, don't do that again. And that alone let me know everything I need to know. I said, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I ain't even tried with my dad. With my granny, I wouldn't do it because my granny would turn around and like trip out on me. But yeah, no, I wasn't doing it. With my uncle, I wouldn't do it neither because I'm like, my uncle's a little, I don't know. My uncle's a big body too. So my uncle used to work out and stuff. So he's like, y'all see how I can build my body like this? My uncle was the same way. My dad's actually skinny. My dad's like 5'7", 5'8". You know, I'm 6'1", my brother's 6'2", my uncle's like 6 feet. And then his kids are like 6'4" and 6'5". So my uncle was very jacked and stuff. So my dad used to be, he stopped working out like that. So he kind of skinny like me and my brother and my dad more lean. So yeah, bro, I was like, yeah, I ain't even gonna try it. I don't want to get smacked. So yeah, you know, not saying that they was hitting us. Whoa, you know how people get. You know how people get. But I ain't want to take my chances, okay? That's it and that's all. I ain't want to take my chances. Let's finish this video. Hold up.
First of all, I'd like to publicly...
Actually, hold on. Let me go to a different one because I think it has more. One second. And boom.
First of all, I'd like to publicly apologize to Shedeur and the Sanders family for what occurred. Second of all, I want to publicly apologize to Mr. Blaine, Terry Fontenot, Raheem Morris, and the entire Falcons organization. My actions of not protecting confidential data were inexcusable. My son's actions were absolutely inexcusable. And for that, we are both deeply sorry. The NFL has taken action, and I fully respect the punishment. We take full responsibility, my son and myself, and we will not be appealing the fine in any way. Going forward, I promise my son and I will work hard to demonstrate we are better than this. Again, I'm deeply sorry for our actions.
Like I said, one time for him, he did the right thing. W comment right here. The comment said, the son needs to be up there apologizing too. Facts. But I mean, you know, the way the world goes, a lot of times our fathers apologize for us, and even then the sins of the father become the sins of the son. So a lot of times you'll do something, and that's why I tell you kids, especially gentlemen, when you guys find your way on my page, even when you guys hear me say gentlemen, do you understand that my dad used to call me and my brother gentlemen? That's why I can say that term like that now. But yeah, you got to be mindful what you do, because whatever you do, they're going to look at your dad and say, that's why you do what you do. And once I came to that clarity, that's why I'm extra careful how I move. I'm talking about with women. I'm talking about with my business. I don't play no games with people. Y'all wonder why I don't play no games. That's one of the reasons why I play no games. Because I'm not finna sit here and let something happen. Next thing you know, they're going to turn around and blame my dad. And my dad will potentially lose whatever kind of situation he created for himself. He can potentially lose that situation for himself over my stupidity. So that's why I'm saying you guys got to be mindful. Don't think too deeply, though. I just think a little bit deeper. I study philosophy, so I tend to think about stuff a lot. But I'm saying, with that being said, be mindful what you do, gentlemen, because you don't know who's looking at what, and at the same time who they're going to point the finger at. And 9 times out of 10, if your dad's there in your life, they'll point the finger at him and blame him. But yeah, the son should have apologized.
Questions? First of all, I'd like to
yeah, that's pretty much it, man. We're gonna stop it right there. No, we not. That's pretty much it for that conversation with the main event. But excuse me, like I said, a couple things I want to tell you guys one more time. We're gonna celebrate next week Thursday, I have no idea what we're gonna do, but I'll probably do something. Maybe get some fake champagne. We're gonna pop fake champagne next week, Thursday. Yes, sir. Maybe we'll do a stream in real life off my phone. I don't even know, but we're gonna celebrate. Maybe I'll barbecue some food outside in the apartment. I got a little grill. I might barbecue some food. I haven't been eating meat. If you guys know, I've been on my seafood diet, and I might create a diet plan for you guys as well that you guys can find on my Ko-Fi. But I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you guys how to join the court, and this is just for everybody that watches my stream now, and that's going to be watching my stream in the future. If you want to initiate yourself into the core, my ninja, I have a picture to show you guys. Hold on, I'm not going to use this one. I mean, I'm going to use this one, but this is not the picture. 1 second. Boom. No. Oh, shit. Did I delete it? Damn, I might have deleted it. Oh, but if I deleted it, did I empty my trash can? Let me see. Home. 1 second, guys. Bop. Let me see if I can pull it up from my recycle bin. Can I even access my recycle bin? All right, hold on. I'm going into my recycle bin. Bear with me. But like I said, we've been here for a year. Let me actually pull this up real quick while I go look for that. Let me pull something up. Let me go to Google real quick. I'm going to show you guys something. I'll show you guys one of my first streams. And we're going to look at this stuff again next week. But yeah, man, we came a long way.
We are at Boca Rio, Mark.
Whoa. Ninja. What was that?
What the hell, boy?
I don't know where that came from, but hold on. I'm going to show you guys something. Let me view my channel. Can I even pull it up? I don't even know if I can pull it up. Let me go to manage videos. No, better yet, let me go to YouTube Studio. Can I go to YouTube Studio? Let's see if it lets me. You guys are looking at the back end of the core. Shout out to the core. All right, so we're going to go real quick, content. And like I said, I'm going to do this too on that day. So I don't know how we're going to do this, but we'll figure out a way. And let me go back real quick. Let me go all the way down. We've done 515 streams up in here, man. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. 550 shows. We got to go all the way down. Let me see. I'm trying to go to the end. Hold on. Let me see if I can go to the end. Nope. Got to do it like this. Don't worry. We're almost there. 50. Hold up. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Yeah, man, we came a long way, man. We did all of this over this year. This is like digital mining. 1 second. Hold up. These are all my private streams. I wonder if I can pull up my private stream. Will it mess up the stream? We about to find out. But these are my private streams where we was just trying to find a way to pop off quick. And I was like, man, I can't pop off quick. I got to create like an actual, I got to create something here that people will enjoy and love. This is my first live, May 8th, 2024, Ninja. May 8th, 2024, Ninja. Let me see. Here we go. View on YouTube. Will it let me do it? Oh, it might not let me do it. Hold on. Here we go. Will it let me do it? I don't think it will, guys. All right. Well, it's not going to let me do it, but I got to do it like this. Here we go. Oh, it's not going to let me play. I don't think it's going to let me play. You see? Yeah, it won't let me play it. It won't let me play it, but I'll probably release it so you guys can see it. I'll release it so I can let you guys see it come next week. Like I said, next week, that's the goal. All right, let me see. Where's my recycle bin? Let me find my recycle bin real quick. Recycling. There we are. All right. Let me pull up my recycle bin. Bear with me, guys. No. Let me see. Is this it? Nope. Here we go. All right. Let me put this bad boy right here on the desktop. Boom. All right. Let me come back in here. All right, guys. So to initiate yourself into the core, let me put this away because they wasn't playing no game. Shout out to YouTube for protecting my privacy. One time for YouTube. All right, let me use this right here. If you want to initiate yourself into the core, and I'll probably stamp this somewhere, you got to go find it on my Ko-Fi though, but I'll show you. Desktop, and boom. So if you would like to initiate yourself into the core, Ninja, this is for this isn't for everyone. This is only, Man, I said it wrong. Damn, let me retry. My bad. So initiation into the core, I created this. This isn't for everyone. Only the real make it through. So step 1, I'll let you guys see step 1. To see the rest, you got to go to Ko-Fi or you got to go to the link that I posted at the top of the live chat. So this isn't for everyone. Only the real make it through. So the first step, you have to mark yourself. So to mark yourself, and I know that sounds insane.
But what the hell?
I know that sounds insane. But what I mean by mark yourself, I mean on the internet, my ninja. Okay, relax. Dang, don't get your panties in the water. So you must add the atom emoji to your bio. This represents your commitment to evolution, energy, and becoming the strongest version of yourself. Damn, shout out, man. I messed up, man. I can't really type well, okay? I messed it up a little bit. Anyways, it's all good. You got to include, when you put this atom in your bio, you got to put hashtag for the core or put 4TC. And that's for the politically correct, or maybe 4TPC and I don't know yet. But for now, we'll just leave it like that. Put that atom in your bio and put 4TC or hashtag for the core. This will show me that you want to be a part of something deeper, a movement of purpose, not popularity. And I'll leave it there. Yes, sir. So if y'all want to initiate yourself into the core, reach out to me or do so. And like I said, once you do so, hit me up on one of my platforms and say, I started my initiation. So if you want to be a part of that, hey, we doing something. We doing something different. Hopefully we get a bunch of people. Like I said, guys, in the future, and a lot of people aren't seeing this now, but in the future, I was thinking about it today. I'm like, man, how can I do this? How can I do this? So look, the core, like I said, we're going to be like a creator fund. So look, y'all got to help me make this shit happen. But if y'all give me the platform to make this happen, I'll make it happen. So look, we get 1,000 people, right? We get 1,000 people. Let's say all you ninjas patch up and put $30, right? $30. We take the $30, 30 times 1,000 is 30 bands, right? I'm not keeping all the proceeds. I put the proceeds back into the core. Secondly, these 1,000 people who are part of the core. Are you listening? Are you listening? So the idea is the 1,000 people who are part of this core are part of our network. When we create our network, ideally we'll do business with each other who are in the core. So we have 1,000 people who do 1,000 different things. The idea is we'll find people who do this, a person who does that. For example, you need a lawyer. We have a lawyer who's a part of the core. The lawyer that's part of the core will potentially give you services that are cheaper. Are you following me? They'll give you services that are cheaper because you're part of the core. Doesn't this sound like a cult? It's not a cult, ninja. It's not a cult. It's not a fraternity, ninja. It's a movement, my ninja. It's to help ninjas. It's to help people like us. And I'm not just saying ninjas. I'm saying white people, black people. Beethoven loved all colors, achieved things out of minds. It's to help everybody that has nobody. It's for the people who have nobody to help them move up the socioeconomic scale. Help them when they need connections. You'll have an actual network of people that want to help you achieve something. Like I said, so, you need a lawyer. We have a lawyer. You need a doctor, or you need a doctor to refer you to a doctor, and you see how it goes. So depending on who these people know will give you access to who these people know. And now we have a whole network. You dig what I'm saying? Do you dig what I'm saying? Do you follow me? So like I said, because I'm putting this together, 1 second. So because I put this together, when y'all donate that 30, whatever, we're going to take probably, I'm going to say half of the proceeds. We'll take half of the proceeds and we'll do events. That's the goal. We're going to start doing events where you guys can come hang with me. And it's not really about me. You're going to hang with other people from the core. Everybody patches up. The idea is to do events in different places where most of our atoms are. So like I said, there are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. So wherever we can find our atoms, we'll try and go congregate there. We'll do an event and I'll host the event and that'll be fun. And like I said, simple explanation will be like, imagine like a cruise or some shit. We all go on a cruise and you got to be 18 and up when it comes to like cruises and stuff. But I'm saying if we throw a party and your parents let you go, that's on you. Past that, best believe I'm going to be watching you times 10 because you're not going to get into no bullshit under my name. Okay, let's just put that out there.
What the hell,
but preferably you got to be 18 and up. Secondly, no weird shit. Third, we're there to have a good time. So like I said, imagine an event. Let's say we want to go to Universal Studios. All right, we're going to take the bread that we patched up. We're going to see if it adds up. And if it doesn't add up, like I said, now everybody pour another amount of money. And once we get to that amount of money, we can go do that event. And that's how we'll all be able to have fun. 1,000 people is not too hard. So for example, let's say Universal Studios cost $100. Let me go see this real quick. I want to test this out. So, because it got to make sense, right? Naturally, people are going to support more. But I'm assuming if everybody supported $30 a month, right? Let me see. 1 second. We got to go to Google. That's the future, by the way. That's the future of the core. That'll be fun. me see, Google.com. How much is Universal Studios Express Pass? $199 for one-time pass, $200 for an unlimited pass, right? So if we took 1,000 people, 3 zeros, that's $199,000. Damn, my ninja. Hopefully we could get there. Hopefully we could get there in the future. That's a little bit expensive. All right, we'll probably host our own events, have our own little parties and shit. That's a little bit expensive. Let's just say regular pass. How much is a Universal pass? Universal 3-day pass, 2-day adult starts at $232. Damn, ninja, what the?
But what the hell, boy?
Yo. How much is Universal Fast Pass? How much is cheapest Universal Pass? All right, we got to go cheap, bro. It's only 1,000 people, bro, and we're trying to get everybody to go. Cheapest Universal Pass. Let's see. Starting from $109. Ninja. All right, we're gonna get back to this one, bro. We're gonna get back to this one. We're gonna figure it out, bro. We're gonna figure it out. That's a little bit expensive, but for sure we'll be able to do things like maybe a party or some shit. You get me? Like maybe we'll throw a party, or maybe we'll do our own little event where we kind of have our own little circus or whatever. We'll do something, Ninja. We're gonna do something. I'm gonna figure it out. I gotta go back to the drawing board on that one. That was crazy. That was insane. But I mean, like I said, if everybody can't go, maybe we'll do this thing where we'll probably select, our biggest supporters. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it right here. I just figured it out. All right, so look. The people that support the most are going to get like universal passes and shit like that. And then the people who support more than the most, they'll do like the cruise and shit like that. We'll do it like that. And then for our lower level supporters, we'll do like, we'll throw a party or something. We'll do a barbecue, bring a bunch of people, food, drinks, all that. Believe that, okay? Believe that. I don't know. That kind of threw me. I ain't never been to Universal Studios unless it was Halloween Horror Nights. Shout out to Halloween Horror Nights, one of my favorite experiences in life. That's one of my favorite experiences in life that I had. But yeah, man, like I said, join the core, man. If you want to get that initiation, click the link in my bio. Past that. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. It's your boy BA. I'm back in here tomorrow. Deuces.